Hi, tonight, Social Games Gone Live. Stupid Fun Will, Widget Whiteberry, and Alim Theus will meet questions head on in a rock'em sock'em collision'em to the top of the first question. Hey, everybody, welcome to our special Friday edition. Yes, we are back broadcasting live, and hello also to all our new friends on the web, and to those at the overflow locations, and to everyone in the dome, and
Hi, Pookie.
Hydra, you're here. Everyone, look, it's Hydra. Well, glad to see you back in here, Wolfman. What brought you back?
Well, you said that it's a special, and I'm special, so I'm here.
You better believe it, and just in time for Yay or Nay.
That's right. Panelists will get a truth or not a truth and attempt to tell us if it is or if it ain't.
All right, Will, this is for you. The Lemelson MIT Invention Index asks questions of the next generation. 1,000 Americans, 16 to 25, rated great inventors. Yayus or nayus? It was Mark Zuckerberg who received the lion's share for creator Maximus. Yay or nay?
Nay.
You're right. It was Edison. Young folks still hold Edison in esteem, 54% of the vote.
And number two is for widget. When polyurethane was discovered in 1937 by Fabrin, he might not have conceived that by 2012 humans would use so much we're running out of places to dump the stuff. Good news. A fungus from the Amazonian rainforest can actually break it down and eat it.
I think that may be true.
You're right, it's true. The fungus that was discovered consumes plastic for a living. Yale's annual rainforest expedition and laboratory found it.
All right.
Nice.
Alim, this is for you. What does design classic mean if it prevents you from selling, a billion more units? Red Bull, in an effort to crack China, is putting out not their sleek cans, but bottles in the shape of a dragon, which do have wings in this very lucky year for new enterprise. Yay or nay?
Nay.
You're right. It is the Oreo cookie that has been redesigned for China.
And number four is for Will. You're at war, and let's face it, you're in a hurry. Firing bullets as you run for cover. I'm not going to say you have lousy aim, but you can miss a target more than half a mile away. Hey, that rhymed, that's cool. Now, with the enlightening sounding self guided bullet, you'll miss by only inches.
Was that a question?
Is it true or false? Is there a
Oh, I
self
see.
guided bullet?
Nay.
Actually, it's a yay. According to Sandria's patent and the release so close to Valentine's Day, doesn't mean this bullet has your name on it. Cupid, when last called, still shot arrows.
Yeah, I love that self-guided as we should all be. Okay, Widget, this is for you. The
hmm
ability to do random body searches on New Yorkers is just still limited by their pesky rights. What's a police department to do? The NYPD is developing band-mounted body scanners using infrared technology to enable the search for guns.
I believe that. Yay.
And yay, you're right, with a little help for their friends at the DoD.
And number six is for Lim. The FBI recently released details of a plan to monitor social networking sites like Facebook and Twitter. Yes, this is true. The intent is to get higher quality on the ground information to respond to crises and even predict them. Why that makes me nervous, I don't NDAA. Yayus or nayus, the information will be retained for 25 years, one generation long.
Nay.
That's right, it's a nay. Only 5 to provide situational awareness and establish a common operating picture of evil.
Oh, Weevil. Okay, Will, this is for you. Angry Birds, Solas SXSW. New is the Shrewbot roleplay app that allows you to master the art of outwitting difficult relationships in a new way of gamifying them. Offer chocolate cake, play nice, hold your response fire, and avoid getting shrewd.
Nay.
Nay, that is right. I made that up. The Shrewbot does exist, but it's a small robot that just wants to find things out by using its sensitive whiskers, not to tell you what you did wrong.
And number 8 is for Widget. From the Lenovo to the Axiotron, there are competitors to the iPad. Some you'll never see, though. The Way C was conceived in China and will only be available to residents of that nation.
The Wave C.
Way C.
Wave C. I'm going to go with true.
It's actually false. And surprisingly, C is for Congo, where it was invented and where it will be exclusively sold, though it's going to be manufactured in China. That's where the C comes from.
Yeah, as it happens. Okay, Alim, we have visited the happy researchers at Israel's Tel Aviv University doing experiments with rat neurons operating robots. Yay or nay us this, now they can replace limited parts of a rat's brain with electronic equipment.
Yes, Pfizer actually did that. They funded it.
No comment.
I want a cyborg rat. Number 10 is for Will. Gamification has even reached major world religions. A video game will be called Prince of Peace and feature the FPS as a first-person savior who, Christ-like, would talk the attacking AI into laying down their arms and following them.
Yay.
That's actually a nay. I think a Battle Pope game would be more fun, though.
Okay, Widget, this is for you. You've fallen in love with someone on Twitter, and now you're friends on Facebook. You've migrated to webcam on Skype, but strangely enough, it's not good. You need more. That's okay. Kissinger has arrived. 2 robots, both outfitted with highly touch-sensitive artificial lips. Lip movement is transmitted as we don't speak. Kissinger for kisses across the distance, yay or nay?
Sounds like if it doesn't exist already, it's about to. I'm going to say yay.
You are right, though no word on whether Henry is going to sue.
I wonder if you could marry that in Japan. Number 12 is for Alim. Magnets, how I love thee. We have spoken for years on the undiscovered properties therein. IBM recently put 12 magnetic atoms together for a mind-busting amount of storage. Now we move on from there. The soap. The world's first magnetic soap has been created.
Magnetic soap. I believe they're... Yes, the University of Bristol created such a thing.
That's correct. It was the
right.
University of Bristol.
That's right. And I think that's great. Fantastic. All right. This is for, Will. While many users of Twitter expressed disappointment at its decision to censor content in countries where it breaks local laws, Afghanistan was the first country to publicly welcome the new Twitter policy.
I'd say yay.
Actually, that's an A. It was Thailand.
Oh,
And number 14 is for Widget. You push the button, we do the rest, was the slogan of the Horn and Hardart Automat when it launched in New York City in 1912.
You push the button, we do the rest. Yay.
It's actually a nay. Such were the words of George Eastman for Kodak when in 1900 his Brownie first went on sale.
Okay, Eileen, this is for you. It's Valentine's soon, and in Japan, in a store window, is Android Geminoid F, who gets to pick from suitors who want to go out with her on a date. 15,000 geeky guys are taking this seriously, but she will have to choose randomly, yay or nay.
Nay, she's not going to choose randomly.
Well, actually, it's a nay. There is an android in the Takashimaya window, but she isn't going anywhere
Oh.
with you. All right.
So I said nay. Do I get it even though I gave it for the wrong reason?
Well, yeah, it's the oeuvre. It's the 15,000 geeky guys trying to date an android.
Well,
So,
You're presuming I don't have one already, but let's not go there.
Well, Pookie, times have changed. I can't believe we've come this far in the show and you got nothing on Scotland.
Hydra, you've just named it. Nothing on Scotland, our brand new segment. All right, Will, the Lightning Scots round. Stephen Hester, CEO of the Royal Bank of Scotland, was awarded a knighthood by the Queen for declining his $1.5 million bonus recently.
I would say yay.
Actually, that's a nay. I don't think the Royals work like that.
Oh, I suck at this game.
And the next one is for Widget. Siri has 3 settings for the English language: American, British, and Scottish.
Nay.
That's right, it's a nay. That would be Australian, American, and British. And none but the brogue are having trouble. It
All
can't
right.
understand a Scottish accent.
Really, go back to England. All right. Aline, very popular with Scottish skiers this winter are the Hot Shot ski pole, whose hollow stores alcohol and whose handles unscrew to form shot glasses.
Ski poles? Oh,
Ski
sure.
poles, yes.
I'd say yay.
And yes, you are right. And there's a picture. All right, scores as follows: 2, 4, and 5. As we go in to introduce this panel, which are impressive enough to change the calendar here. Yes, Sunday is now Friday, and small has become huge. Really, for many of us, they did create ways to shorten time on all planes, either because we're having so much fun, it flies, or maximizing our returns on thinking, or giving us new ways of communicating through amorphous space itself. Let's meet them. Our first panelist is remarkable, a true legend, and we're so happy to have him here tonight. For knowing that the intimate moments we spend in play generate an interior dialogue we reflect on, adhere to, and actually evolve within, and then can share. He's been designing games for a long time, and he understands the hive mind. I think everyone in this audience has played one of his games. Clap if you believe in SimCity, The Sims, and Spore for our very own Will Wright. Yay, Will!
Hi, thank you.
Thank you.
Really glad
Yay.
to have you here, Will.
And so, if I may ask you, what is your element?
Oh, I think my element is titanium. I love that stuff. What's cool about titanium is that it's light, but it's very strong, and it gets its strength from its flexibility. You can bend it quite a bit before it actually deforms, and because of that, it ends up being stronger than steel in a lot of applications.
It also is marvelous with fireworks.
Yeah, it makes nice colors when it oxidizes.
Exactly, and you certainly make things go boom in the best way possible.
And next up, she found a new way of talking in Second Life, highly targeted and with lots of illumination. She produces great programming all week on Second Life, which gives us relief and alternative views on the traditional media roundup. The only agenda, intelligent discourse and freedom from mongering. Get prompted to be virtually speaking with Widget Whiteberry. Welcome aboard, Widget.
Thank you. That was very nicely done.
I know, it's just my voice, isn't it?
It's your
It
voice
is.
and your language. Perfect.
So, what's your element, Widget?
Elements are a bit of a challenge for me, but I settled on phosphorus after talking with some chemist friends because phosphorus emits a faint glow when it's exposed to oxygen. And its name, taken from Greek mythology, means light bearer, which I rather like, and refers to the morning star. I am ignoring the references to the Latin for Lucifer.
Well, I'm more of a flea bearer myself.
All right, and you gotta love it. And our panelist next is a geek, a philosopher, and a storyteller. A long time ago, his mind overwrote the code as it was and helped to reform communications because he knows how important beauty and structure are. I guess it takes a beautiful man to write a beautiful program. He's also behind the History of Computing Museum, which everyone is urged to support. Let's welcome Aleem Theus, known as Grady Booch. Welcome.
Thank you.
How you doing?
It is well with my soul.
Oh, great indeed. And you're really doing well with these Yami or Namies too from the scoreboard. All right, so tell us, what element of the periodic table do you most identify with and how come?
The title I often use on my IBM business card is free radical. And so I choose oxygen because it is a highly reactive element necessary for life. And it combines with many other things in processes that are essential to dynamic elements of life, from white blood cells to dealing with how the body reacts to intruders. And it's also an element that is necessary for combining other elements to bring about many other forms. So, thus, a free radical.
And plays well with others. All right, thank you, panel. We will reflect in your awesomeness while we go to the station break, thanks to our advertising partner, Fearless Nation. When abnormal events occur, trauma is the response. And Fearless Nation, education and community health. Thank you, Fearless Nation. Be right back. Don't go away.
Fearless Nation is providing education and raising awareness about post-traumatic stress disorder to banish stigma and inform the public. Fearless Nation PTSD support, putting virtual reality technology to work in trauma recovery. Visit this 501c3 nonprofit at www.fearless-nation.org. That's www.fearless-nation.org.
All right, and welcome back. I bet you missed us. It's pretty amazing. Now for Word Up. We're born seeking to speak, seeking to communicate. Then we're told, oh, we have a word for that. So we learn them and we want to share meaning. Sometimes, though, we find that alone in a word, which captures everything we want.
Unfortunately, Pookie, it isn't in the dictionary when you have a made-up word.
That's right, Hydra. For that, there is Word Up. So tell us, panel, and sell it to the crowd who will be voting right here, right now, in real time.
We're also willing to help out electronic voting in any of the upcoming elections.
Our voting board will... Don't get me started. Our voting board will show points as they accumulate. Winner gets 4, next 3, then 2. In case of a tie, they will be distributed fairly. And now we'll write your Word Up.
So mine was perplexinated. And a lot of times I'll be confronted with a problem, usually a design problem, that totally perplexes me, but at the same time fascinates me. And it's kind of like this love-hate relationship at first. And it's this just complete combination of being perplexed and fascinated and having this strange attraction to that problem. So basically, perplexinated is how I spend half my life, I think.
Why don't we go then to Widget Whiteberry.
So I thought long and hard about this, and my word is Pookiphilia, an inexplicable attraction to all things Pookie. That's it.
All right. And Alim Theus, your word up.
Well, you mentioned politics earlier, and of course, I get all of my news from Fox because it is fair and balanced. And
And
please,
we believe
there's no
that
sarcasm expression I can put a sarcasm banner over me. And given the madness that is Congress at the moment, I decided that the word politigusted comes to mind because I am constantly politigusted. And it means simply the state of being utterly and completely disgusted with politicians. Politigusted.
All right,
Oh,
and it's something that you got to get a hold of. I love that. I've been perplexinated. Great words. Hydra, do you want to give them the shaft over?
Yeah. Well, of course, the best word ever was bubblicious.
Oh, I love that.
So let the voting begin.
Are you going to say the words?
I certainly will. The first word from Will was perplexinated. And that's how he feels when confronting a really hard design problem, perplexed and fascinated at the same time. The second word from Widget was Pookiphilia. And that's an attraction to all things Pookie. And Pookie, I'm definitely attracted to you.
Oh, hi.
And the third word from Alim was politigusted. And that's the feeling you get from watching Fox News or listening to Sean Hannity on the radio all day at work. The state of being utterly and completely disgusted with politicians.
These are great words, and they are all going into the Pookiepedia. As you can see on the word up slide, we have some great words. These words are entering our lexicon of amazing. All right, you know how to vote, people. / and the number. I'm going to count down now. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that's it. Okay. And it'll be 3 for Will, 3 for Elaine, and 2 for Widget. And now we move on to the Galaxy Jewel, our inner geek competition.
I wish the cell stage was longer than 8 minutes.
Okay. Are you ready for the first question? In here, the audience will help you out. Please pay attention to them in open chat. They are your friend. We start with invention, and the mind is disposed towards improvement from, hey, I bet I can open this thing, to there must be a better way to kill this mouse. Some inventors are more prolific than others. He is also highly secretive, and while much has been written about his digital inventions in music, video, printing, e-commerce, computer graphics, LCDs, robotics, LD fabrication, lab on a chip, mechanical systems, and more, not much is out there on him. Truth, like beauty, must reward the lonely worshiper then, as he is currently the world's record holder for inventions, and allegedly hasn't given an interview in 15 years. His company, Memjet, revolutionized printing again at CES 2011 with a desktop printer capable of 60 to 70 pages per minute. With former Qualcomm CEO Len Lauer working for the MEM, the future might be a pizza you can phone into your 3D printer. Who is this man of 9,000 plus patents? The buzzers are open. Raise those buzzers. Yes, Salim.
Who is Kia Silverbrook?
That is correct.
Question number 2.
Go ahead.
17 elements in high-tech products are rare earth minerals. They are in solar panels and mobile phones, wind turbines and hybrid cars, etc. You get it. Important. China, with 90 to 97% of the world's output, wants to hold back production. American companies sought emergency tariffs on solar cells. The European Union wants the World Trade Organization to step in. Although plentiful in the Earth's crust, rare earths are not easily found in economically exploitable forms. Within the next decade, worldwide demand is expected to exceed supply by 40,000 tons per year. Some news. A U.S. study in southern Afghanistan found over 1 million metric tons, estimated at about $7.4 billion. And urban mining. New recycling plants in Japan could mean about 300,000 tons in discarded electronics. In the United States, reserves are at 13 million metric tons. P.S. The rares are also sold on the private market, which makes their prices difficult to track. O Earth, so rare art thou, discovered in Sweden in 1787 and renamed gadolinite in 1800, what was the first rare earth element known as?
And
Buzzers are open.
open.
Aleem?
What is gadolinite? Gadolinite?
No,
Not technically, no.
No. Buzzers are open.
It's the name actually before gadolinite. We should be more specific. It was renamed that.
Egads.
Okay. Widgets.
These are hard.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but Ytterbite?
You pronounced it correctly. It's Ytterbite, discovered at a quarry in the village of Ytterby, Sweden.
Yeah, there must be some Swedish in that widget. Okay. Being a realist, I understand that the military is responsible for vast technology, some we have even heard of. In 1976, when the Israeli army recreated an airport in Operation Entebbe to practice their mission, the DoD took notice. What if a computer could instantly and cheaply recreate a three-dimensional replica of a hostile environment to familiarize a soldier with it? Well, in 1978, the first interactive virtual traffic project was born. It incorporated photorealistic images via computer-controlled video disc. The faces of town buildings texture mapped onto 3D models. The film was assembled and then transferred to Laserdiscs, a precursor to DVDs. It's 1978. The traveler was seated in an instrumented armchair, controlling speed and direction through the town with touch screens and more. This was for a time a revolutionary hypermedia system developed by MIT. What is the name of this early, full-featured surrogate travel experience? Buzzers are open. Buzzers are open. Yes, Aleem.
I think it was the Aspen movie map.
That is absolutely correct. The Aspen movie map.
Question number 4. We encounter all kinds of maps, but the most important ones are those we carry with us in our heads and not in the glove compartment. Our cognitive maps are composed of what we know, how we process and construct. This activity occurs in the hippocampus. A new kind of cell found in the enthorial cortex is a neuron discovered in 2005 in rats and mice. These cells are all at equal distances from their neighbors, and their spatial firing structures reflects internal computation. This regular triangle pattern is different from those that show learning, and this configuration actually shows a predisposition to Euclidean space. The discovery also suggests we enter the world with mechanisms for dynamic computation as well as processing abstract spatial structure. It's already there, inside the brain. What kind of cells are these which set up a network dynamic from birth? Buzzers are open. Aleem?
What is a place cell?
Pookie?
That's not the name that I have. Buzzers are open. Widget.
Grid cell.
Yes, indeed.
That's correct.
Grid cell.
And that is a synthetic a priori. Kant's theory. He was right.
Okay. Question number 5. Looking at Samsung's 22-inch transparent window at CES, which creates, light, shade, all good things, made me reflect on this kind of technology as it was imagined in the past. I was reminded of a 1936 movie where transparent panels with floating images appeared, whose screenplay was written by a genius of a writer, someone who predicted air battle as early as 1901. Very involved in the film, he set his screenplay from 1942 1036 in Everytown. The protagonists understand war can accelerate technology, but after humanity enters a new dark age, the world in ruins has little tech left. When a futuristic airplane lands, the pilot's surviving band of engineers known as Wings Over the World are actually based in southern Iraq. By 2036, though, mankind lives in modern underground cities, including Everytown. At the root of the story is the question, progress in humanity, hand in hand or fist in glove? Which shall it be? What was the movie called? And or for the point, who wrote the screenplay, either the movie title or the author of the screenplay? And buzzers are open. All right, Aleem.
Things to come.
Yes, it is indeed things to come. Wow. All right. And now we'll go say the last question, Hydra. Go ahead.
Number 6. More in the world record book, because we like to think big on the first question. You have, let's say, a bank, a really big bank. Do your customers want another commercial about the joys of automated teller service, or how well your banker really understands you? I don't want my banker to understand me that well. If you understand me that well, cut your fees. They annoy me greatly. Marketing any product is a challenge when there are screens everywhere, big, small, transparent, tablet, and we're bombarded with ads. Recently, this country's largest private bank put on a show, which is bound not to be forgotten soon. Almost 1 million of this town's citizens saw a world record 275,000 square foot audio-visual show that celebrated a civic event. It used 81 high-powered, high-definition video projectors. Alpha Show 4D was conceived by Alpha Bank to celebrate its 20th birthday. In what city did a $6 to $8 million light show equal success? Buzzers are open. Aleem?
I have a guess between either, let me talk out loud, either Abu Dhabi or Dubai. Probably Abu Dhabi.
Although they do have a flair for showmanship, no, it wasn't.
That's Nabu Babi.
Yeah.
Buzzers are open. Widget?
Was this Moscow?
It was Moscow.
Indeed, Moscow. All right. Well, I think we've come to the end of the show, and it looks like we have a winner. And that would be Aleem Theas. These balloons are for you.
Great job, Aleem, and good job to everybody on the show.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Really well done. Thank you. And audience, will you take us out with our monthly segment, Quote to Note?
And the quote is, everyone here has the sense that right now is one of those moments when we are influencing the future. And I'll repeat that. Everyone here has the sense that right now is one of those moments when we are influencing the future.
All right. No, it wasn't Woot, Jessica. It wasn't Timothy Leary, Rocket Sellers, or Spock. Troy McLuhan has gotten it. It was the late and, of course, great Steve Jobs.
Well, I have one.
Yeah.
And the first person who guesses it gets 500 lindens from Mongo. And the quote is, life is a song, sing it. Life is a game, play it. Life is a challenge, meet it. Life is a dream, realize it. Life is a sacrifice, offer it. Life is love, enjoy it.
Who said that?
Sai Baba.
Hey, Baba. I like it. I guess I'm going to have to give you 500 lindens. And say it loud. Hydra, it was great having you here tonight. I'm so glad you came back for the game.
And the Gamerati. Our eternal thanks to Rob Wagsusair, who is director of film, and Howdy Coulter, who has brought us back live tonight. Pet Love Pet Shop, our beautiful sound engineer, and special thanks to our guru, Paradox Olbers, to Mo, who helped with stage managing, and our masterful tiny herd of awesomeness, Emma and Drusilla, and Alexa. Our special guest, Honor McMillan, as the ferret. And
As
thank you to
the
the panel.
ferret. And thank you, panel. Thank you. Thank you so much, Will. Thanks for coming. Did you have a good time?
Thanks for inviting us. Yes.
All right.
It's great fun. Thank you.
Got
Thank
it.
you, Pookie. Thank you,
Mwah.
Jeff.
And thank
thing.
you. And for all your wonderfulness and all the things you do and all the things that you have yet to do. All right. Feel free, everyone, to embed this in any show you wish. Thank you all for coming. The show will be available soon on iTunes. Either go to iTunes and search for The First Question or go to Treat TV and subscribe from there. And a big shout out to Rebecca. The First Question will continue the first week of March. Stay tuned, and thank you, Hydra.
Thank you too, Pookie, and love you to death.
It was really great to see you tonight. Thanks. And good night, Mr. Rosedale, wherever you are.
you